Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, it is finally the weekend. Happy Friday. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, guys, happy Friday, Freedom Friday. Okay, Friyay. All right, fabulous Friday. Okay. But yeah, today is Friday, March the 20th. All right. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys had a wonderful week so far. And listen, if you guys had a crazy week, I get it, okay? And some of you may not have had a crazy week because maybe you guys were too tired because of the energy. So some of you maybe were like sleeping. And if you were, thank God, because you could have avoided a lot of things. I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? Especially when it comes to like, you know, Mercury retrograde and communication and all that good stuff, and then us being at the astrological, you know, year end of Pisces season and like all of that, right? So if you were sleeping during this whole entire thing, you dodged a bullet. Okay, you dodged a bullet. But let's see what you guys might need to know. Let's find out what messages, you know, when it comes to, you know, your journey and, you know, whatever steps you guys could be taking or doing. Like I said, even though I do these messages every day, things can change. All right. Energy can change. Okay. It only takes a couple seconds for something to just switch. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see what you guys might need to know. All right. But I hope you guys had a wonderful week. I hope you guys are doing well so far. All right. So let's see. Source, universe, spirit, okay, divine, what messages do you have for the collective? What do they need to know for today? What clarity and understanding can you give to them? Please protect and guide them, as always, whether they see these messages or not, but always give them clarity and understanding, whether it's from me or another person or somebody in their energy, but always allow them to see what needs to be seen in that present moment so that they can move forward. So let's see. So let's see what you guys need to know. Okay, integrity. Okay, this has been coming out a lot. Okay, guys. Now, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you should be very proud if you guys have been, you know, standing firm on your integrity, dealing with certain things where you know deep down inside it doesn't match with your morals, it doesn't match with your inner being. Okay, there's something about that when it comes to like, even when it comes to you being balanced, right? Like trying to balance your energy and have that yin yang energy of masculine and feminine, right? Even when it comes to, because I'm looking at the photo, right? And every time I look at the photo, it's a different meaning. So for some of you too, when it comes to cloudy days or dark days, and it's very interesting because even with me where I live right now in Canada, it's raining, it's gloomy. Okay, it's not snowing, but it's rainy and it's gloomy, right? I think it's like freezing rain or something like that. Okay, but there's something about even in your darkest moments, even in your darkest days, even in your darkest or cloudiest, you know, whatever the situation is, right? It's like one of those moments where either you've dealt with it and you wish it never happened, or, you know, you're going through it and you wish it was over. Okay, but no matter how you were feeling in those moments, either or, you still showed up with integrity. Okay, you showed up as someone who, I say what I mean what I say, I walk it like I talk it, and I'm not going to change my mind. So for some of you too, when it comes to like cutting off certain people too, people think you're joking. Okay, people think you're joking. Like when you say you're done, you are done because you have integrity for yourself. You know what you'll tolerate versus what you won't tolerate. For some of you too, if you were tolerating a lot of things that even you know deep down inside that's not you, some of you guys could be changing your mind and saying, you know what, I'm not dealing with this, and moving forward, and that is okay. That's what I mean by when I say to you guys, it's okay to change your mind, because it's not like you guys are changing your mind like this, like constantly. No, you go within, and some of you guys could be sitting down on one situation for like months and trying to put the pieces to you know, the puzzle together and figure out what is going on. And even then, when you have all the pieces of the puzzle together, there's something else. Okay, so it's almost like when it comes to lessons, you have a lot of integrity, you follow your integrity. Okay, you listen to your own morals, right? Yep, whisper. Okay, the whisper. Okay, we have transformations. You listen to your inner yeah, same thing I said, introspection. Okay, there's something about you listening to the whispers of your energy, right? You listening to your inner knowing. Your right ear could be ringing sometimes, but there is something about, it's almost like getting like, for anyone who had a BBM, a Blackberry, okay, BBM Messenger. It's like when you get the ping, right? You're listening to your inner knowing and you're going through a transformation at this time. So anything that's like old energy that's trying to creep back up, whether these are old thoughts, people, places, things, it's like you're aware, right? And you're still going through your transformations no matter what. Now, when it comes to butterflies, that could be significant. Maybe where you live, maybe you see a lot of butterflies. If not, this is online. Maybe some of you guys are into that kind of stuff. Like maybe you have a tattoo, anything like that, right? But there's something about the symbolic, you know, way of looking at butterflies, because when you look at a butterfly, it goes within the cocoon. And some of you guys were in hermit mode, and that means you guys were in your cocoon, right? You were in hermit mode, you were going within, you were basically trying to think about certain things, like whether this was your purpose or situations that you've dealt with or been in, right? There's something about you listening to your inner knowing, going in, right? Going within yourself. And this is you connecting to your higher self as well. So every time you go within yourself and you go into introspection, it's like you basically learn something new about yourself each and every time, but you grow from it, right? Yeah, inspiration. So there's something about you being inspired, growing from certain things, okay, seeing certain things for what it is as well. Third eye chakra as well could be significant. Your third eye could be open. But when it comes to like your creativity, ideas, okay, what it is that you do, there's something about you feeling inspired. For some of you guys, when it comes to a sacred space, it's almost like there's a sacred space that you may go to that you guys get your inspirations from. And it doesn't even have to be special, okay, guys? Like, it could be your bedroom, okay? Somewhere that's private and secure for you, where you feel safe. This could be in your car, okay? This could be at the park, where you may find a little spot that's really hidden and secluded, only you know of it. You may go there too, okay? But no matter where you were going within, right? You were getting ideas as well, but every time you go within, you learn something new, you gain, you know, new information, new knowledge, new wisdom, new things, right? And not everybody's like that. Not everybody can go within by themselves and grow and learn, you know, from whatever situations they're dealt with or whatever they, you know, go through. But with you, it's very easy. Okay, for some of you guys, it's very effortlessly, yeah, to grow. Okay, so there's something about you listening to your inner being. You're growing. Planting seeds could be very significant too. And you guys could be planting seeds as well when it comes to other people's growth, or, you know, telling people what it is to have integrity as well. Because again, even things like money, okay? I always talk about this. Not all money is good money. Do we need money to survive? Of course. Should we have to pay for certain things? I don't think so. Okay, guys, like I really don't think we should be paying for a lot of things. A lot of things I feel like should be free, right? But, you know, it is what it is, right? Like, unless everybody decides to be on the same page and come together, and I mean like every single person in this world, that's the only way things will ever change. Other than that, you having faith in yourself that you can only change your circumstance is the best it's gonna get, because it will take a very long time for people to start waking up and seeing things. You're already awoken. Like you already see things. You've seen things like, you know, miles and miles and miles before they happen. Some of you are visionaries. Some of you guys have, you know, dreams where you guys can see things. There's something about being a step ahead, 10 steps ahead of the, you know, of the crowd or of the group of people. So when it comes to your growth, you listen to your inner knowing and you grow really quickly. Like, it takes a lot of time, years, months for some people to grow. But for you, it's almost like once you deal with the situation, you're like, all right, I'm out. Like I see, yeah, it's like, all right, cool, I'm out. Yeah, present time, okay? There's something about you going through a transformation at this current moment. Now, I did say something about Aries season that could be very significant too. So take what resonates with that as well. But something about the present moment, there's something changing. So there's something about divine timing as well, okay? Feeling whole within yourself when it comes to introspection. So yeah, like I said, every time you go within, you learn something new about yourself, right? And some of you guys are going with the flow. So it's almost like some of you have learned to surrender to the divine, right? To the universe, to source, okay, for what it is that you know that you're about to receive, because you know you're going to receive something. Even if you don't know what it is, you know that you're going to receive something. So take what resonates with that. We have change, right? This is also giving the Wheel of Fortune that I saw in my tarot message that I did before this one. So change is very significant. Even when it comes to you going with the flow, some of you guys go with the flow of the seasons and the moon cycle. So you guys are like connected not once, but twice, right? So some of you guys have like that power where you can feel shifts and things like that. Like you can tell when the weather's going to change. You can tell when it's going to be nice. You can tell when it's going to be, you know, cold. You can tell, right? So take what resonates with that when it comes to change. This could be changes in your life, okay, changes that you see around you. But there is something about something happening, right? Light in the dark. Now, this could be you when it comes to your growth. Either you shine light on people who want to grow, and for those who don't want to grow, that may trigger them as well. And it's not like you're doing it on purpose. You're just someone who naturally shows up for yourself. So if certain people have certain wounds about themselves, 11:44 I just saw on the timer, if there's certain things that people have about themselves, like certain shadows that they haven't healed, everybody's going to feel like competition towards you at the end of the day. Like, some of you too could like meet people for the first time too. And there's something about the energy too where when you meet people for the first time, it's like you get to know them, you like them, you get to know them, you resonate with them. It becomes a little bit eerie. Like you start to wonder like, maybe I do know you from somewhere. I don't know. And when you start to get to know this person, it's almost like people just go and take the knife and they're like, "Nyeh." And you're like, oh man, you're like, this is why I don't have no friends. Right? Some of you guys could feel like that. Like maybe some of you guys could feel like, you know, this is why you don't have no friends or you don't talk to certain family members, because every time you get close, you realize that people are, yep, chatting, speaking, talking, and not even like things about you that are positive, things that you don't want repeated, because it's almost like code. Like, you know, when someone comes to you about something, you're going to hold that information within yourself. You're not going to say anything, right? You're not going to repeat it. But some people will repeat what you say to other people. So there's something about you shining light on a certain circumstance or situation, right? Or there's something about everything in the dark comes to light, where no matter what's happening in this present moment, while you're growing, a lot of things are starting to, show up, right? There's something about shedding light on certain illusions, okay? Shedding light on certain realizations when it comes to the lessons you had to go through and learn as well, right? Things like that. So take what resonates with that, but there is something about you breaking illusions and also dealing with whatever spiritual lessons you had to go through or deal with. Okay, so take what resonates. Yeah, we have here courage. Okay, some of you guys are stepping into your courage. You guys are stepping into your beacon. Okay, star energy. So like I said, you guys are shining. Some of you guys are getting courage, that spark. Okay, some of you guys are getting your spark back. And that could be very significant too, right? So if you lost your spark because of, past energies, you guys are getting that back. You guys are stepping into your beacon. You guys are creating something new. Like I said, when it comes to change, right? This could be reading, writing, journaling. This could be music. This could be dancing, singing, whatever. Okay, but whatever you guys are creating, Spirit says to keep going because it's creating abundance. Okay, and, abundance could be anything, right? Abundance could be money, okay? Abundance could be food, right? A lot of people don't realize that some people back in the days, if you had fruits on a table, like in a bowl, it means you were successful. It means you had money, right? So again, you know, you could be someone who's very abundant, but Spirit is saying to keep going, okay? So don't allow anyone to like limit your beliefs either, or to try to box you in is another thing as well. Okay, and you don't limit your beliefs either, because remember, you manifest your own realities. So whatever you're thinking, if you're thinking bad, don't think like that no more. Okay, think positive. Okay, this, even if it's hard to, and I get that. Okay, it's easier said than done, but train your brain to be abundant if some of you don't resonate with the message in that sense. But for some of you guys, if it comes down to like your creativity, you felt like, yeah, people were trying to put you in a box, but you can't be put in the box. You think outside of the box, you step into the unknown. Okay, your highest self is significant as well, right? You're connected to your highest self. You're connected to all your chakras. So yeah. Okay, when it comes to change, like I said, this could be change in your own reality. Okay, it could be seasons as well. Seasons could be metaphorically when it comes to you as well. When it comes to winter, you go within, right? When it comes to spring, this is about renewal. Summer is about growth. Fall is about letting go, harvesting, releasing, etc. But something is unfolding for some of you, okay? This could be, like I said, your purpose or your own identity when it comes to like you moving forward, right? Into your own, you know, your own destiny, your own ideas, your own goals, things like that, right? So take what resonates with that. I'm going to get one more card. Yeah, follow your bliss. Follow your bliss, follow your destiny, follow what makes you happy, awaken at the bottom of the deck, and synchronicity. Okay, guys, I like this energy. So like I said, there's like a pull and there's like a push and pull effect. Some of you may feel like 1 minute, you know, it's happy, sunshines and lollipops, and then one day you're like, dum 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 dum. Like it's like doomsday. Okay, like some of you may have like this fluctuation with your energy where, you know, some days you're really happy go lucky, and then one day you feel like you're just like, I'm so tired of everybody in the world, I just want to go in my little hole and never come out. Right? Some of you may feel like that, but you guys are getting more, you know, prepared and more accustomed and more comfortable with being in your own path and being who you are authentically. Who you attract is who you attract. 1717 on the timer. Who likes you. Who don't. It is what it is. Like I said to you guys, I'm like, look, I do readings too, but I'm not for everybody, okay? I'm not for everybody, okay? The reason why I say that too is because sometimes people just want answers right away, but they don't realize that sometimes you have to do the inner work and grow as well, okay, in order for change to happen. It's like me complaining about, you know, me complaining about money, for example. Like, say I was always complaining about, you know, money. Like, oh, I'm always spending and I'm always that. Like, imagine I'm spending all my money all the time and then I'm complaining about it. And then it's like, but you do know you can stop spending on certain things you don't need, right? You know what I mean? Like things like that. Like you're not going to victimize yourself. So yeah, follow your bliss, guys. Listen to your inner knowing. You know what's right for you. You know what you want to do. Okay, even if you want to seek, you know, advice and things like that, go to someone that you really trust, or go to someone that you feel, you know, is a trusted person. Because I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of people are wearing a mask, and a lot of veils are thinning, a lot of masks are thinning, a lot of things are thinning. So be very discerning as well with who you share your information with, who you share your business with, you know, things like that. You know, keep things to yourself, obviously, but, you know, even when it comes to like certain moments that you want to share with certain people, not everybody means well for you. I'm going to be honest with you guys. And I know from experience, not everybody means well for you. Not everybody wants to see you win, okay? But guess what? You're going to win no matter what. All right, guys? But anyway, follow me on YouTube. Follow me on TikTok. All right, I post on both of those platforms. Anyone looking for closed captions, I've said this before, definitely go over to my YouTube channel just to see if you guys can do that there, because TikTok is a little bit, you know, 50-50 with me. But yeah, go over there, check that out for closed captions in YouTube as well. But yeah, check out my website, www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. Check out my blog, book a reading, or you guys can check out my coffee account, ko-fi, and it's Mysteriously Unique, one word. All right, but yeah, thank you guys. I love you guys. Happy Friday. And you know, I hope you guys continue to move forward on your path the way that you are, because obviously there is growth. I see that you guys are trying, right? Not every day, like I said, is going to be a good day. And I get that, you know, not everybody wants to hear, you know, whoop-de-doo type of, you know, readings all the time. But again, it's like, why would I don't know, I don't like that. Like, why would I do that to you guys? Like, why would I, you know, people are already going through enough already as it is. Like, why am I going to add more fuel to the fire and just bring negativity? Like, I don't have time for that. So yeah, if I do see something in the message, I'll call it out, but I always try my best to, you know, change it into a positive, like at the end of the day. All right, guys. So hopefully you guys are able to do the same. Okay, change your negatives into a positive, transmute that energy, even if it is as bad as it is. You know, try your best, because again, like I said, it's easier said than done. Not everybody has their situations as easy as others, but you know, still trying to move forward and grow, right? Compared to other people who would rather stay stagnant and not do the inner work at all, right? So, you know, it's like working at a company and complaining every day and saying, like, I hate this place. And you could be looking for work, but sometimes certain things are divinely guided where, you know, you got to do what you got to do until the universe is like, all right, time to take you out. You know, time to move you on to the next mission, the next cycle, right? But yeah, I love you guys. Happy Friday. I'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day. All right, guys. Bye.